Hello, train fans and family. Hey, just wanted to give you an update on my layout. This is March 2022, my monthly layout update. So, wanted to give you a rundown of really, I'm going to hit the operations more tonight. Going to see some trains running. I didn't get a lot of progress on the trains as far as projects, but I did want to show you some operations paperwork that I have for you. So take a look at this. This is my all important train. This is where I track all the cars and all the different trains that I have. The blue is the commuters. These are the unit trains here. These are the mixed manifest 5A through D, and then these are the switching at the different locations that I use. So I'm going to highlight 5C. I'm going to highlight the Melrose Park Power Plant right here. I'm going to highlight the test train down here. And then I also will highlight the 2A, which is the unit coal train. So you will see those in the sheets I'm going to show you next. The individual sheets where I track what happens on the railroad. Here's where I put the date, the throttle, the power code, how many laps, and the train code. So this is the 2A westbound. That's the unit coal train. And this is Rob Fair took care of all the lap speeds. That's where we track that. This one is for the Melrose Park Power Plant. Rob used this sheet to put the train together at the Melrose Park. You'll see that later on in the video that you're watching. This is the consensus log for the cars in train 5C. That is the mixed freight. All the cars have numbers 5. These are the 5C are 6 letters from 100,000 to 29 or almost 30,000. And they're all in order. And then I mark the lap speeds. That one I did not mark the lap speeds on, but I did run that train. You'll see that later on in the video. And then this is the test train that is actually right here. We're looking at it. This is the test trains. I took these on the workbench and worked these all, put them through inspections, and then I'm testing all of these to make sure they run okay. But each of the cards trains has by number, and I go through a point-by-point inspection on each of them. And these are all the cards, all the sheets for each of those cars. And then eventually they get put into car order, just like these sheets. So I track all that. That's how I do the paperwork. Finally, the train order board. This helps me run trains eastbound and westbound and in order, and it helps me know where to pick them up, where to drop them off. It originates in different yards or locations like Global One or the excursion station. And then over here is where I apply the power and what power is running, and I also track that so I can keep the trains active, and no trains are dormant. So I try to do this once a month, but it's turned out to be maybe once every 2 months within the projects that we run and then the trains that we run. So I don't run as many trains as I'd like. So it sometimes takes longer than a month. In fact, you can see right here, train 1 was started February 13th, and the last entry I had was train right here, train 5C. You'll see that later on in the video. That was Sunday, Monday, March 27th, 28. So almost a month and a half and I still have to do the intermodal train and the excursion. And then that completes this train order board, and I'll erase it and start all over again. One other thing I wanted to tell you before I started the operations tonight was we did eventually fix the leak in the basement where the water, we found out that one of the outside gutters out by the street was plugged, and the water would wash back into the house through up here through the rafters, through that sill plate right there. So the water would come in through here and come down the wall. I have a video of that I might show you. You can also see Rob's unit coal train just arrived in Powder River Basin last night. So it's ready to be classified now. We'll do that at another operation video. All right, well, let's get started. You're going to see Jordan Osborne and Rob Fair. Both are my main train guys. They're going to be helping me run some trains. Next, you'll see that. Look at the rain just pouring down. Look at that. It's ridiculous. Look at that. What am I going to do? About what you're doing tonight.
I am running a freight train and then a test train, and then my final task is to run the excursion train.
And that's what we're going to see. Thank you, Jordan.
You're welcome.
Okay. Rob, how about you?
Yes.
What are you going to do tonight?
Oh, I'm going to move this wall here. Oh, I'm using a commuter, trying to bring it back to the Chicago station, I guess.
Yep.
Or the Chicago yard, whichever is appropriate.
And then what else?
Then we're going to bring home another freight train.
Yes. Yeah. Now you may actually get to this running the empty coal cars back to the Powder River Basin, Rob.
Oh, okay, if we have good time, that'd
Yep.
be great.
All right. Here's the train order board. Jordan is finishing up this one right here, the mixed freight 5C, which is, I'll show you that on the train. Rob is coming with a commuter. I think I'll have him do one more lap. In fact, Rob, stop at Geneva Station right over there, and we'll head our trip back to Chicago. So the commuter's at Geneva waiting, and we've got a freight train coming by. In fact, here's Jordan's AC 6000 coming through, and we'll have this guy go through before the commuter sets out. Okay, here's train 5C coming through Geneva, and as soon as he passes, we'll send the commuter back to Chicago. Tonight's an operating session. No work, just play tonight. At Proviso, train 5C westbound and commuter train eastbound, heading to Chicago through Proviso. The commuter went through past the crossover, and then Jordan flipped the crossover, so you can see now the train is aligned, do the crossover so it can go to the Chicago Northwestern yard at Proviso. So it has to go onto the eastbound track in the
To me.
Okay. Yeah, we just cleaned out one of the pipes. It was clogged. So it's doing the crossover now, heading to Proviso. And I'll meet you back at Proviso in a few seconds.
Is the bulb out?
I think so, yeah. Okay, Rob's bringing in the commuter into
Isn't it
the
like
terminal.
A little cheap Christmas light bulb we can replace?
I think so, but I don't think I have any.
I've got some. I don't know if I've got white.
Parked train 5C into, there's the caboose, and he's all set. And now Jordan is putting away the AC 6000. And while Jordan puts that away, Rob is going to pick up the coal train, put that together, the empty loads, and take it to Powder River Basin.
Huh? I think he needs a stick.
No, I have a stick over here.
What did the family just give
Yeah,
up
that-
on us?
Yeah, I don't, but I'm bad.
Oh, I gotta tell you
The
something.
hawk is doing a runaround right now.
I saw one of these in our neighborhood today.
No way.
Yes, some
Very
elderly
cool.
guy drove it in our hood today.
That's very cool.
Rob, some elderly guy drove one of these in our neighborhood
Oh,
today.
really? Let's see in the cold thing.
Well, yeah, because of these pipes.
Oh, and those are on
It
the
sounded
car
really
too.
cool too. I'll bring it back.
Yeah, so I won't be getting this whole.
It was a pretty neat truck to see. I've never actually physically seen one.
All right, Jordan is bringing the AC 6000 to pick up the caboose, and then he'll take it back to the shop. That's no good. So he's picked up the caboose. Now he's heading back. How's Rob doing? He's building this train.
I didn't think you got a cat, did you?
Here's the westbound Powder River Basin train and the test train in the foreground. Jordan is getting that ready. So he's bringing the engine down on track 2. It's going to join the train, the test train, and then we'll run around eastbound while the cold train goes westbound.
How far up am I going?
There goes the test train and the end of the unit cold train. Let's see what it looks like at Geneva. Coming through. That's probably going, what, 40 miles an hour?
Yeah.
Already had to drop one of the test car trains, have to switch out the couplers. I think that was part of the reason why one of them derailed over the switches. Rob is heading to the Powder River Basin. He did his 5 laps. It's quite a trip.
Powder.
Powered
We'll
it.
take a powder.
What happened to your test train?
Is he going to be in my way?
No, I want to have you come around.
Oh, that switches. Oh.
He's on the other.